I'm surprised Scar isn't reading.
I've done that so many times in my life that it's just like natural. Like I can just do it on a heartbeat.
The internet is for point. I'm surprised that Scar didn't show up.
Put power in the fish. Step 2.
I misheard that as Power Rangers.
The rest of this big recipe.
Oh my gosh, get away from me.
Step 3. Put the innocence in the cake batter.
Not
Wait,
the
what?
innocence.
Wait, what?
Druid, don't you touch the innocence. Druid, don't you touch.
I won't.
Druid, don't.
Yeah.
Druid, don't chew. Druid, don't chew.
Oh, so you want me to swallow from now on?
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Looks like he's coming in more ways than one.
Yes, in both directions.
Wink. I hate you.
You're welcome.
I almost wasn't gonna stream tonight because you know, movies with fire in the morning, and then we had to deal with, you know, setting up Imagine, and then not even play all that much.
What upsets me is that it's like Scar's like, oh, I want to play this game. Scar, you do realize that Imagine is like a 5 fucking gigabyte game.
Yeah.
Like, it's gotta take time to down. Well, I want to play it now. Scar, shit doesn't work like that.
Wait, Scar. I mean, Druid. I mean, ah! Don't
Like,
say that. Scar's
oh,
probably watching right now.
Stuff has to download. It's a process.
Well, actually, no, it wasn't that. It was the fact that Scar was like super tired.
Oh, well, he could have slept and let the thing download.
You
would've
could have
finished
slept
it.
and made the thing download. Oh, you could have slept and made your thing download.
I did. I didn't want to download it. Ooh.
Ooh. Well, too bad for you, Druid. Do I have my audio on, by the way? Okay, I do. I was gonna be like, did I have my audio on or did I not? I always never get prepared.
Oh, he's all the way up there. What the frig game? Alright, well, this is gonna be annoying.
So you're still testing out that WoW server, right?
Yes. I made one for the Alliance side and one for the Horde side, like I do naturally. Farstrider makes sense for the Blood Elves, but Starcaller makes sense for the Night Elves.
Mm-hmm. Just texting something work. So let me ask you something. Is it less or more insane than yesterday's playthrough?
Less insane, but the starting zone for the Night Elves just as difficult, I want to say, because it's 2 zones in one.
Oh my gosh. Well, to be fair, the game, from what you and Hydra told me, is built around difficulty.
Yeah, that's the intent. To be
Like they did a whole overhaul to make it more difficult, apparently.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know, I question why I have Nexus on the or Pally, or no, it's Maluki. It's his character, Maluki, on the thumbnail.
Well, you thought he was going to join you. That's why.
Yeah, I mean, that was back when we were doing the Touhou streams, all 3 of us together. You know, before Nexus had a job.
Yeah.
Well, at least I made the cool artwork.
And Joe wasn't kidding when he said this room is the hottest room in here, because if I shut the door, my whole body starts leaking sweat out of every friggin' orifice.
Yeah, that's nice to hear, Jordan.
No, I literally am.
Tell me more.
No.
Okay, sorry. Well, that's the problem with my room too, because I'm all the way at the end of the house.
No, that's what I want.
Oh, you want it to be like hot?
Yes, I want it to be like a sauna so that it drains me, so I lose water weight.
Oh, okay. See,
That's
my
one way to
problem.
lose weight, water weight.
My problem was because I live in a desert. It's really, really hot innately. So I had my dad open the ventilation and close the ventilation for rooms that people don't want ventilation in, like my brother's room. Unfortunately, now it's the time of the year where, hey Scar, now's the time of the year where Scar joins. Now's the time of the year where it's so cold at night. So whenever I lay down, it's like there's air, like cold air, all throughout my room, and I have a sheet, not a blanket, a sheet.
Damn.
But does it feel good? I don't know if this means you're being tired, but does it feel good?
I'm sorry, Scar, but the way you sounded, it was like.
Oh, so I have my five finger company. The whole, I was saying, when you lay down in bed, your body just feel relaxed.
Sorry.
Anyways, I got a question.
Yes.
Probably unpopular opinion. But I feel like the best Ninja Turtles out there was it 2013 one? The realistic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Realistic Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You mean the Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles, which was clay cell shaded, that was not realistic?
I think he means Michael Bay.
It was also like anime stuff. Oh, he's talking about the Michael Bay movies? I heard the first one is okay, but like the rest of them are not really all that good. Or no, the first one is okay, but like there's a lot of really bad moments and moments that are like questionable, and then the second movie is just like, whoa.
Yeah, but then there's also them in the elevator.
Oh yeah, that movie, that part too. It's like,
I was still talking about Ninja Turtles.
what was that, Scar?
I was still talking about Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, you were talking about the live action version of Ninja Turtles, right?
How about the show?
Oh, then why didn't you say the show? You
Well,
said the
I
realistic
get
version,
you.
then we thought it was the live action version. Give it the program score!
Y'all keep interrupting me.
Oh no, it's the Putty Warriors. We've come to interrupt Scar even more.
I feel like the best show. It's a Nickelodeon show.
Whoa,
Oh, no,
Scar, you can't say that on stream. Sorry.
No, he had
Okay, that's because he has the pass, doesn't he?
what?
Never mind. Continue your thing.
I don't know, cause I feel like I don't know, just
Well,
me
they
and that,
changed
but I
this.
feel like the way they tell a story, I love it, and it's not like it's the only Ninja Turtle cartoon I watch. I watched some others. I think I watched the show before that too. But I don't know. I feel like the story is like more in depth. It's
Yeah.
just my opinion. But like, especially like when talking about Spike too as well. I kind of like how to explain his story and whatnot.
Okay, so I'm gonna test something real quick to see if these models work.
What's your opinion? What you think?
1 second. Oh my gosh, they actually do work. Look, there's Scar and Druid right there. Okay, but that looks wrong. What about this one? Get rid of Spirit. What about this? There's Scar. So I guess I'll have him like in the corner right here. Scar, say something.
What you think about? What you think is your favorite Ninja Turtles?
Scar, I've had it up to here with you talking about the dang Ninja Turtle. I'm kidding. In the context of Ninja Turtles, I liked that show, but I mean, I don't have much experience with Ninja Turtles outside of the 2013 Nickelodeon show, Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the Ninja Turtles from the early 2000s on Kids WB. So you got me, unfortunately.
Oh man. Okay.
Sorry,
know,
buddy.
maybe because the ratio I grew up in, you know what I mean? Like, growing up and just watching that. Cause that Ninja Turtle was like around. Sorry, that Ninja Turtles was like where they have like episodes come in daily and stuff like that.
I was wondering where you were.
Every week. So it was like the newest Ninja Turtles for me growing up and stuff like that, and just like, I don't know. I guess I just think it's kind of the better one. Really?
Hey,
but,
Tahashi.
I mean, the story turned out.
I say, yeah. What's going on?
And I say, hey, Tahashi.
I can't do his voice right now.
It's okay. I say, hey. What's going on? Yeah.
Yeah.
And he prays. I liked the Nickelodeon show. I kind of feel like there are some parts of it where I'm not a big fan of, but overall it was a really enjoyable show and something I definitely need to go back to and watch at some point. It had the best Master Splinter, I'll tell you that.
Oh, Master Splinter said that, but it's what made the story good as well.
Spoilers!
Because he died, and then Turtles have to go on their own. I think that what really made that show.
And then
really
they go to space! Yeah.
The best out of everything, because like, have to figure out how we're going to do this without Master Splinter. And it's just emotional. I think that's what makes it good, because it's emotional.
Well, yeah, it definitely pulled emotions very well, especially later on in the series. Well, actually, middle of the series, because there were a lot of really good episodes. Like, my personal favorite is still Master Splinter versus the Rat King, since that had a lot of psychological emotions to it. Yeah, he is a very funny Splinter. The cheese boat!
Honestly, I think with Master Splinter versus Shredder, like, they were having reactions with each other and stuff like that. Really was the best overall. But I don't know, I just think like all the having like all the characters have background and what they become right now. Like,
I should check the controls real quick while I'm at it.
What made that like 2000 what? I don't know, 12, 13, no, 12, 13, 14. I don't know. But what made that show great overall? Like I said, I just think that's the best thing.
TMNT.
Nigga, I'm sorry, I have to go all day.
I'm doing that just to troll Scar.
What you talking about?
Okay, so we have, just to check the controls with it real quick, we have up, down, left, right, A, B, C, which is A, B. I don't know what these buttons do. What? Screw it, we're just gonna wing it.
Lego Batman 2, because I didn't have Lego Batman 1. I was playing Lego Batman 2, and that was my first open world game I ever played.
Hold that thought. We'll continue we'll continue conversations because I haven't even started the game yet. I haven't even done my intro yet.
Huh?
I haven't even done my intro yet to the stream. I just realized we're like 13 minutes in and I haven't even started the game.
I'm sorry. I'm in the mood to talk
Okay, there we go. Well, no, yeah, with Touhou games, we do, like, as Druid, whenever we play the fighting games, we do a lot of talking in between stories, and from what I remember, this game has a lot of in-between battles. So anyways, just to start real quick, since it's already late and I kind of want to, like, get some sleep for tomorrow. What's up, everybody? I'm Spirit Rosewolf, and I guess we're coming back to Touhou again. This stream was supposed to happen like 2 weeks ago, but I've had to push it back for multiple reasons. But we're here with Touhou Hopeless Masquerade 13.5. It's the 13.5th entry, but technically not the 13.5th entry because there's been a lot of entries before this. It's a fighting game based off of the Touhou franchise. And like usual with fighting games in this franchise, it's very important to the lore of the story. So before we start, I just want to say, as a refresher, we're still in the religious war arc. So there are a lot of religious factions all over the place. that is vying for control. I didn't actually get to show off the intro, but it's basically the human village has lost hope for some reason, and all of these religious factions, like the Shintos with Reimu, the Buddhists with Byakuren from Touhou 12, and the Taoists that were introduced in the last game, are vying for control to protect the civilians and give them hope to this weird time because everyone's losing hope for some weird reason. So that's basically the plot. With that, we can start with one of the characters, and oh my gosh, that text is so tiny for me. Can you read that? Can you actually read that?
Oh, can you?
Well, I'm asking Scar if he could read that.
I think it crashed.
Dang it. Well, there he goes. And the Scientologist. It's funny you say that, Tahashi, because one of the characters is all about science, but they're not doing it for gaining more followers. They're doing it because money. So anyways, I was asking Scar.
There go Batman 2. My very first
He's so tired.
open world game.
We'll start with the classic Reimu. I am the Marissa guy, but we'll start as Reimu first, the Shrine Maiden.
About Touhou.
Well,
I don't know about Touhou. I have nothing to talk about.
You don't really need to know anything about Touhou, to be honest. I mean, Druid and Nexus usually never know. Don't worry, we usually have rare... Scar, don't worry. Once we get into the game, you'll have a lot to say, because the characters are nuts. The normally calm human and the always energetic yokai are both in a state of excitement. Their blood is boiling for one reason. From here on, the Shrine Maiden and her rivals will be battling it out, emerge victorious to this battle, and acquire unwavering popularity. Yeah! We're going with normal mode, because I have never played this game before, but I have played the sequels. This is basically... Stage 1, Yokai Exterminator or something. What is it called? 2D fighting game, but your characters are flying, so you can actually go downward as if you're jumping downward, which is actually pretty cool. All right. There's Marissa. Once and for all. Yes. My game fucking crashed. Great start, everybody. All right, Scar, now you can talk about Lego Batman.
The game is essentially telling you, don't.
I didn't see that coming. My first one was GTA 4, I think. Is that first video game ever? Because my first video game was actually... Oh, I can show the intro off at least. My first video game, I believe, was like Super Mario on the Game Boy Advance. Recurring disasters and merciless fate, these have brought pessimism to something. We'll all be the same when we're dead, right? Such nihilistic fills the hearts of humans. Ain't it all right? Ain't it all right? In the end, these are desperate voices could be heard. Or something. But in Gensokyo, they were the religions whose occupations were to satisfy the hearts that had been lost. The monks who build the temples in Gensokyo. Gensokyo is the world the game is taking place. The Taoists who abandon the material world, aiming for immortality. And the Shrine Maiden who seeks reinstatement or something. And all of them have decided that for sure this is the time that will be my turn.
You okay?
That's the game. My first open world. Okay. My first ever game was either New Super Mario Brothers or Smash Brothers Melee. Okay, so my first game, the one that I can remember, is like Super Mario on the Game Boy Advance. It might have actually been a Nintendo 64 game. I don't remember that far back. I just remember having a Nintendo 64 and a GameCube or a Game Boy Advance. In terms of open world game, would you count Sly 2 as an open world game? Because technically it was. Oh, fucking dang it. My game keeps crashing at that one spot.
The game keeps telling you, don't.
I think something is wrong with my copy of 13.5. And this is the Japanese version, so... Yeah, I have different versions of Touhou 13. Wait. Hold on. This might not be Japanese. Oh gosh, that one's louder though. Oh gosh. Cover your ears, everybody! Cover your ears! This one is not in Japanese. It's like pseudo-Japanese, and I think I need to change this. Oh my gosh. I didn't think the game would crash this much. Is Scar still alive? Jump scare. Scar, are you alive? I think he's dead now. And he just wanted to talk about Batman. I feel so bad. Yokai Extermination Championship! Alright, it's time to settle this once. The text boxes are different. It's... okay, I think it's good. Marisa Kitasama, Human Representative Magician. You ready? Settle? So you think you're anywhere near good enough to beat me? Okay then, I'll embarrass you in front of the whole audience. Right, first time playing this game. Magus Knight, the advocate for the gods. So, like typical Touhou fighting games, you have a lot of projectiles, and your goal is to basically get down the enemy's health bar. We got basic movement, we got dashing if we double tap. Y on my Xbox controller is a shot, that's needles. Oh, X is block. That is a melee attack. That's another melee attack. And the game works like Super Smash Bros., where directionals change the... oh. Okay, I pressed a button, and that paused something. Don't know how. Oh, wait, what? If I press down on the left analog stick, it pauses the game? That's weird. I don't like that. I'm getting my butt kicked, sadly. But, as I was saying, it works like Super Smash Bros. Where... oh, not. Okay, for some things, it works with directions. So, like the melee attacks, that's an upward melee. Forward melee was a forward attack. And then we have spell cards, Star Sign, Millisecond Pulsar. As per usual, after you get the health bar down a certain amount, you have to deal with like a big attack. I'm trying to figure out how to dash. Besides double tapping, I'm pretty sure there were ways to like dash in this game. But I guess not. I guess I do have to just hold double tap. As I said, I haven't played this particular installment before. This is actually my first time playing Hopeless Masquerade, but I did play the upgraded version 14.5 or 14.3, and that one is like way better. This is definitely like an experimentation of this style. So much so that they only have 1 spell cards. The advocate for the myriad gods, and she throws like her bill at me. Beautiful victory for the Hakurei Shrine Maiden. I don't even remember what I was saying, but like, yeah, directionals are a thing, so it's like Super Smash Brothers. I kind of like that, but gosh, there's no dash without pressing the analog twice. Control scheme is weird. I already see problems with this one. Not a lot of people talk about this particular title. The audio spike killed him. I mean, considering he hasn't talked yet, I suppose so. Shoot, my popularity's gonna take a nosedive. I'll take care of all the yokai extermination for now. So the ultimate goal at this point is all the characters who are participating in this like religious war are trying to gain popularity by winning battles against their opposers. Although Marisa is, from what I understand from that title, she doesn't actually follow any of the religions. She's mostly just advocating for humanity and their freedom. So essentially, she's kind of like the neutral character for a Shin Megami Tensei game. There are spectators in the sky as well, huh? I guess I can't relax just yet. One of the cool things about this game, though, is the backgrounds have cameos from every single character so far in the Windows games. You got Tenchi, you got the Nue flying, you got Lily White, the fairy. Some of them have like the same animations, but it's really cool. This is the Mioran ship, or the Palanquin from 12. So we're obviously going to meet someone who's a part of the Buddhist group specifically. I'm pretty tired, but I gotta get serious and show off for the crowd. Ichirin, who was a character from 12, she's a nun for the Buddhist faction got a redesign, and I love her blue hair. She looks really, really good. There you are, you rowdy shrine maiden. Ichirin, Kumoi, and Unzan, the overwhelming yokai aesthetic. Yeah, she's technically two people because she summons a Nyudo, a yokai that is a giant cloud. So basically, she's a JoJo stan user, and she fights like a JoJo stan user. I've heard you're trying to take over Gensokyo under the pretenses of yokai extermination. I'm going to punish you with the heart of Buddhism. The traditional old man and the stylish girl, still my favorite song. And yeah, she just summons Unzan like a stan. I think that's really funny. So anyways, I was hearing someone like talking in the background. Was that Scar? I guess not. I guess we really did lose him, didn't we, Jared? Too bad. I'm gonna miss him. I'm gonna miss him so much. I thought he was so cool, and I really wanted to hear about Batman, Lego Batman. Oh. I wanted to hear about the legend of the heavens. I thought that said fat sign, fist sign, Great Columbus Rage. Or, I'm sorry, Cumulus Rage. It's the cum rage. Sorry. Okay, yeah, the lack of like a dash button and the really like slow reaction time is definitely eating up this game a bit when it comes to... I can't even dash correctly. So one thing I noticed is there's a bar around the characters' icons that are like blue and red. I believe those are the popularity bars. A mechanic in this game is that the more things you do to characters, the more your popularity will go up. Especially if you like guard break or count or combo break or stuff, you get more popularity points. It's also like a percentage next to their names. So I believe if you get a certain percentage, like 50 or 100, you get like a buff. And I think like 50 or 100, you have the ability to activate a last word, which is like your ultimate in this game. Think of it like a limit break or a final smash with his own animation and stuff. But oh my gosh, I keep pressing this button. All right, I need to check something real quick. One player key, button 3, ZXZ. Let me try the keyboard real quick, because I want to see... Wait. Oh. Can I actually not try the keyboard at all? Oh wow, it's actually locked to the keyboard for me, so I have to use my fucking controller. I don't feel right with this. Oh. Right, there's also a timer sometimes. So if the timer goes... Well, this is an infinity, so... If you last beyond the timer, it just ends. If it has one. Nyudo Summer Gensotaro. No, don't hit me with your stand! Stando power!
Yoda!
Kono Remuda! Kono Ichirinda! Oh, you're approaching me, Reimu? Oh, fuck it. It's really weird having the pause button on your analog controller. Who the fuck made the mapping for this game? I can't wait until we get to Urban Legend and Limbo. That's the extended version of this game with a new story and more characters, and it actually has better gameplay. It feels like an actual fighting game. I said it before, but this one was literally just an experiment. The previous fighting games were all about, you know, the 2D Street Fighter-like fighting game mechanics. No, like, flying in the sky and all that. And one thing I really liked about those games was how fast it was and how the fact that you could, like, fly all over the place. Because, you know, it's a Touhou game. There we go. We're fucking done with that. Also, about Lego Batman, I haven't played much of the Lego games and all I want, but fuck you, Tashi! Here's my bill! Sorry, Tashi. A middle fireworks display. I haven't played much of the Lego games at all, but I do want to. I want to too, because from what I remember, my brother playing them, they're very, very hilarious. I hate to admit it, but I've utterly lost. What an enemy.
That was easy, except for the fact that I lost. At this rate, I'll be able to take down everyone, and the faith of Gensokyo will be all mine.
Hey, Yuka! Feng Shui versus something. We got Yuka, one of my favorite characters at the bottom with green hair. We have the 3 fairies. We have Regal Nightbug with her cape over there to the right, and Medicine Melancholy up there to the top. Yeah, all the characters are really cute in this franchise. This place is so busy. Oh, this is the Spirit Temple of the Mausoleum underneath Gensokyo. In Touhou 13, we actually came here because all the divine spirits were being summoned via the reincarnation of a Taoist who was based off of a real-life prince in Japan who, by the way, I'll reiterate, used to be a man in real life, but in the context of this game's lore, reincarnated in the body of a woman because he thought he would actually become more popular if he was a woman in this world. So it's actually kind of like fate. I have the headcanon that Miko is trans, and I think a lot of people do. To the point where, despite still having a girl's body, her subordinate calls her the young prince still. Or the crown prince. And his wife is still here too. I can't help but like this festival-like atmosphere. Oh, speaking of the one that calls her the crown prince. Mononobe no Futo, the feng shui master who controls dragon ley lines. So the next opponent of mine is you, Shrine Maiden. I shan't lose this time. She's so scrungly in this game, but I love her way of speaking because she's really old. She comes from like the 300s of ancient Japan, so she talks as if she's like old Victorian in the English translation. I'm not going to lose to you, not now, not ever. How long shalt thou bear thine haughty voice? My Taoist techniques hath awakened from a slumber of 1,000 years. Mononobe no Futo is like, after 10,000 years, I'm free. Fused with the futuristic essence of the modern day, and hath been quite literally reborn, and now thou shalt face them. The Legend of the Great Gods. Her song is very, like, accordion based, and I really like it. Plates! One thing I am interested in is seeing how these characters play in this game compared to Urban Legend, because, like, they're more refined in that game, and I'm curious to see, like, how their movesets were translated. Futo, being a person who can control feng shui, aka dragon ley lines, uses plates as her main source of weapons. She also uses a boat. She's on a boat! She's on a boat, motherfucker! She's on a boat! Okay, one thing I gotta remember about Reimu is she is predominantly someone who is known for using projectiles, so gotta use projectiles in this playthrough. Also, can I tap 2 buttons at the same time to do something? No. There's a spell card system, and I'm trying to figure out like how to activate that. Is it that? Is it that? Nope. Throwing dish. Kawarake rotary throw. Okay, well this is simply just use that. Oh, oops. Wait, what was that? The pause menu. A, B, X, Y. Oh. So X, Y, apparently, according to this list, does Fantasy Seal? Alright, let's try that. X, Y. Nope, apparently not. I don't know why Tahashi, but I read that as ooh! just the way you, like, type that. Oh gosh, I ran straight into that. Okay, Futo, I kinda had enough of you. I kinda had enough of this too. Whoa, there was like a charge attack there. I'm sure this game would be way better on keyboard. I probably should switch to keyboard next time I play this game. I want to try to do spell cards. How do I do spell cards? I want to do like the ultimate attacks at the boat! Bow sign, Star Dragon Bow. Okay, I need to see this. Like, combinations? What are these combinations? I guess I really don't know. What if I tap these buttons together? What if I tap these buttons? What if I tap that button? What if I tap every button? No, 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 no. What if I just button mash? Whoa, I did something. Apparently I'm charging. I'm a charging my lasers. Well, that's it for me. I'm definitely doing a really poor showing of this. Despite the fact that I was able to do like a really amazing show of like 12.3 and its fighting game mechanics, and you know, that game was like really, really fun. This one I have no experience in whatsoever, and it definitely shows. Doesn't matter. Okay, I gotta check this real quick on my phone, because I really need to know like how to control these. But first, here's my bill. Pay for my insurance. The Unstoppable Shrine Maiden's onslaught. 'Twas a matter of course. Your popularity with the audience spake volumes. Spake volumes? I get so excited with this many spectators. It just makes me want to go all like pow and wham. Huh, actually, why am I getting so popular by doing this? I hath not the faintest inkling. We're just fighting just because. Here's the physical in religious war. We're in the Myourian Temple, which is the house of the Buddhists. So 13.5, how to use spell cards on controller. By pressing the attack and special buttons simultaneously after your spell card meter is full. Wait, I have a spell card meter? I didn't know that. Well, this is the default method. You can remap this function to a single button for the convenience of controller settings. I guess I never had the meter all the way up or something? I guess. Oh well. Ugh. Hate to admit it, but this place has a more festive feel than my shrine. Well, even away from home, if I can win with style, all eyes should fall on me. My favorite character who got a weird redesign. The Arcaria who surpasses primates, Byakuren Hijiri. Yokai Jesus! I've been expecting you. I've already defeated all my previous rivals. Isn't it about time, the climax of this popularity war? As if I haven't defeated everyone too, there's no way I can lose here. This battle is, in a way, a surrogate war between Buddhism and Shinto. I can't say it'll be a complete victory even if one of us bests the other. I understand. How about we win with the hearts of the crowd? And how we gather popularity. If we earned our victory through animosity, none of that has any meaning. I wanna kill you! I wanna fight you! The pearls jiggle! Hey, Watho. And yes, the fact that Byakuren has jiggle physics is definitely interesting. Honestly, I like her design, but I feel like removing her sleeves kind of, you know... She doesn't have her long sleeves, and they removed her red cape, which I really liked the red cape. It gave her this really cool gothic Lolita aesthetic, despite, you know, being really, you know, older. But I mean, gothic Lolita is a style, so... I wonder if you can fight with such charm if you're not used to fighting in front of a crowd. Still, oh my gosh, they do jiggle. Emotional skyscraper, cosmic cloud. So where the heck is the spell card meter? I don't see it. Either way, this song is this remix is definitely a lot more like cheery than the original one. The original one was like so emotional. I mean, it's literally in the name, emotional skyscraper. But like that theme felt like it was a true battle of the ideologies, and in my playthrough was magician versus magician. You're also in the business. So we have Sho in the background, we have Kyoko, and we have like three human characters. Pestle Sign, Vajrapanti's incantation, using the Vajras as like projectiles. Gotta get out of there, gotta get out of there. Nope, nope, nope. I was trying to like guard, but it didn't work there. And we got ULIL remix, which is just go Turbo Granny. I love that remix though, it's so good. Gosh, I'm so excited to play that game. Oh, I hate the fact that that's mapped to the pause button. Actually, you know what, can I change it? Here it is, pause. Escape, start, there we go. Wait, why was pause button, excuse me? The pause button was a completely different... Who mapped this out? Okay, Y. What does Y do? Save and exit. That was a completely different attack? I could have used a completely different attack this whole time? Oh my gosh, okay. Then, wait, hold on. What are these other buttons? That's button 10, Z, which is X and Y, is that. Let's go with that, because I really want to see what that button is. C is that button. I need to test these out, because like I have no idea what these buttons do. That is the guard, which there we go! That is my spell card button. Divine Dragon Slaying Circle. So like, I think I need to initiate like... some sort of... There we go. It's spell card button plus combination. Plus a direction. So that was Evil Ceiling Circle. Superhuman Garuda Wings! Ooh, Superhuman Hijiri. Nice. I remember fighting that spell card and that was pretty difficult. Out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I don't want to fight you. I don't want to fight you. I'm scared. I'm scared. No, 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 no. Well, the guards works, definitely. There we go. 2 spell cards instead of 1, not bad. And with that, we defeated the Buddhist and the Taoist, as well as, I guess, Marissa, who was the human representative. We won the religious war, yay! I've done it, I won. Winning on enemy territory will bring me tons of attention in no time. I've lost? This definitely will hurt business. By the way, when the crowd is getting pumped up, I find myself getting caught up in the fight, but it's a little strange that everyone's such a big fan of these brawls, you know? Really? And I thought it was a common occurrence around here. Oh right, she's new. No, it really isn't. Well, if there's oh, speaking of the Taoist, there's Toyosato Mimi no Miko, who was originally the crown prince in the real world. So you made it. I love her, the almighty Taoist who administers the cosmos. I fucking love her redesign in this game. The only thing they did was give her a long flowing cape that changes color. And it looks so good on her, looking like Mega Man Zero over here. So, can you not hear this crowd of spectators calling my name? You got like Percy, Sho, Baka, and Utsuho. You have a lot of people here. Oh my gosh, it's the trans Shotoku! Hopeless Masquerade's whole story still has... whole story. Still have no donations on the Hakari Shrine, by the way. But of course, she'll never get her donations. What's with this? This overwhelming away game feeling? Hey! There were a bunch of people on my side up until now, but... what on earth happened to them? The minds of humans are so easily swayed indeed. With my giant eyebrows. All the faith from those who supported you has crumbled in an instant. Almost like a mirage. An apt comparison, no? Incredible. It's like I'm up against the entire audience. It's hard enough without any allies, but when everyone is on my opponent's side, it makes fighting that much harder. Druid, you're still on my side, right? I have nobody. Ho ho ho. Now let us begin. This fight shall determine the strongest proselyte in Gensokyo. We even have Sane back there. Weird that she didn't actually participate in this battle of the religious wars. So, funnily enough, we're fighting Toyosato Mimi no Miko, and yet the song name was Futatsuiwa no Sado, or from Sado. We know what that song came from, and well, I think it's pretty obvious what's going on here, with that song name in mind. Meanwhile, I'm just planning to change my comm sheets, but I'm having a hard time to think of the graphic design. It's this. So you're changing the comm sheet from the original design that you showed me back in the day? Playtime's over. Playtime is over. Take this. She's fucking Shadow the Hedgehog, and she laughs like a madman. Just gotta dash away from her. There we go. Wow, that was easy. Wait, we murdered her immediately, and that just ruins it. So, Miko, I was supposed to say Miku. Hatsune Miku! No. Miko used a spell card that caused her to grow giant, which is not one of her abilities. But it did transform. There were like a bunch of transformation clouds, which, where do we remember seeing that from before? Isn't Sane belonging to Shintoism as well? Yeah, and I believe the justification for her not being a part of this game's storyline is that Kaneko forbade her to not join because the Moria Shrine was actually busy creating the railway that would connect the human village to the Moria Shrine, which is on top of the Yokai Mountain. That, in turn, gave them so much faith, way more faith, because people were able to get to the Moria Shrine easily from now on, that they didn't even need to participate in any of these religious war incidences at all. Meaning that the Moria Shrine still performed a Moria Shrine conspiracy. While everything that the Moria Shrine conspiracy caused is going on in the background. And I kind of like that, honestly. Huh? What's this weird feeling? Ho ho ho, I caught you hook, line, and sinker. The audience, it's gone. What? Nani? They were all Tanuki? Yes, Tanuki. Who do we know that was a Tanuki? Mamizo! Grandma! Yep, the granny herself. It was me! Mamizo Futatsuwe, the Baka Tanuki who always provides surprises. Mamizo Futatsuiwa, from Futatsuiwa of Japan. She has a neat redesign in this game. Honestly, I didn't like her original redesign because of the tiny leaf, but the incorporation of a giant like leaf hat is a really good choice for her. My favorite character design-wise, yeah, I know, I love Mamizo's design, especially in this game. They did a really good job. Like, it really is just the big leaf hat. Everything is the exact same except for the leaf hat. It's so good. Tanuki! Yep, and she's not just a Tanuki, she's a Baka Tanuki, which I think is like Chief Tanuki, so she's like the chief of Tanukis. Oh, so I wasn't actually fighting Miko, just you disguised as her. Well, no wonder. She also has like a sake bottle with her too, and a notepad. I thought your blows seemed a bit feeble. Gosh, we didn't even beat her in the last game. You're too kind. So how about now? Fancy around? No way. I don't have anything to gain from fighting you. Don't you now? Because we have a lot of Tanuki here. Hey, all the Tanukis! And I love how some of them are like bouncing their belly, which is like a Tanuki thing to do. They're also chunky and drinking. Well, if there's an audience, I just can't run away now, can I? Even if they are just Tanuki. My, how wonderful. Come, child. Now our no, I don't want to come. I already dealt with that in Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. Now our fight will start for real. Let the glorious belly drumming begin. Futatsuiwa from Gensokyo. Instead of Futatsuiwa from Sado, she has now moved to Gensokyo, and oh, there's an old Tanuki to the left. That's so cute. She is now a part of Gensokyo, which means her theme song has changed, and this will be her remix for pretty much the end of time until 19. I like this remix. I also like the original version too. Very like hyperactive song. What I really like about Mamizo is the way her like tail is so giant and fluffy. It almost looks like she can just lay on it, and it's really, really cute. Mamizo is just like a really fun character. To me, personally. She also just hits me with her, like, shoes, and it's really funny. So unfortunately, despite the fact that I wasn't able to beat Mamizo in 13, we could still beat her here. Garden of flowers and birds on a full moon. Summons a bunch of leaves, which then fall to the ground, and I believe the closer they are, or the closer Mamizo is, she turns them into bird bullets. Because her thing is that she can turn bullets into other type of transformations. So she got like dog bullets, bird bullets, frog bullets, human bullets. Heck, she was able to transform into Hatsune Miku! She was able to transform into Miko, as well as Reimu in the last game. Stupid Shrine Maiden. Our popularity is going up too, which gave us a buff. Nice. I think if you do the same attack multiple times, it won't be as popular and it won't give you a big buff. But again, she guard broke me there, and now that gave me a negative 5%. It's a really interesting mechanic that I wish was in a better game. Cause like, gosh, the lack of a dash button is really making this harder than it should be. That's the only thing that's making it harder. Transformation, scrolls of frolicking animals. Frogs. And then she summons foxes, and oh no, she's attacking me with Tahashis. Oh no, she's summoning bunnies. It's Bunny Hashi. You drew yourself as a bunny at one point, didn't you, Tahashi? I could have sworn that was something. Screw it, we're doing this. It may not be as popular, but button spam, 97%. If we can get to 100, we can use an ultimate attack. Whoa. Come on, there we go. And we got Reimu's theme song playing, and we can activate an ultimate attack, which I don't know how to do. How do I do it? Fantasy Heaven! Oh, damn it. I think that was a counter move, so if she, like, hit us while we used Fantasy Heaven, it would initiate, like, this big CGI attack. It's a shame that I wasn't able to pull it off, because those are, like, really, really cool. I think Nitori, the character who's all about, like, science in this game. Yokai World, Gate of 100 Dunes. Oh my gosh. Nitori, the science character, her last word ability is literally just Snake's final smash from Super Smash Bros. She pulls out a gun, goes into, like, the top of the screen, and then you, like, you shoot stuff. Just kill her. Just kill her. Just kill her. No, I was supposed to block, damn it. I was supposed to block. Kill her. Kill her. Kill her. Block. Die. Die. Block, 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 block. Block, boy. Aw. What's Tahashi gonna turn into next? Ooh, Tahashi the Tanuki. Tanuki Hashi. I don't know, I find it really amusing that Tahashi, like, transforms into stuff. Yes, I've finally beaten everyone! Now I will become Gensokyo's most popular person. Has it not come to your attention yet? There's another side to this merrymaking. Huh? Oh, what are you talking about? I don't know what the cause is, but... Neat! Yeah, you know, you could have, like, a big bushy tail. You could put, like, a giant leaf on Tahashi's head, just like Mamizo here. There's something robbing emotion from the humans of Gensokyo. Not all their emotions, mind you. It's just one of them that's being lost. I got it! When I first started, I was trying to save the world ruined by pessimism with the majesty of the gods. Pessimism, indeed. The emotion the humans lost was none other than hope. They lost the will to live. Alright now, the ones who are collecting the human hope are the lot of you, the religious leaders. What? See, I knew I was doing the right thing after all. Well, you may not be aware of this, but right now, once the dead of night passes in the human village, it turns into an awful place where emotions don't exist. What? And it's lasting a little longer with the passing of each day. At this rate, it wouldn't shock me if they lost all of their emotions forever. So the human village at around midnight? Well, we gotta get there to the human village, and oh boy, wellspring of joy, anger, and sorrow, or whatever it's called. The humans in the human village are all wearing, like, emotionless masks. So it turns out, as per usual in a Touhou game, what starts out as a really like silly plot turns into something kind of dangerous. Sometimes it's not as dangerous, but this game, because the reason why everyone's becoming pessimistic and nihilistic and looking towards religion or the religious saviors is because they're losing all of their hope from some sort of unseen force. And it seems like it's getting worse and worse by the day, as Mommy so stated. I can't believe it. You would never think there was so much going on during the day. Everyone seems so listless. How creepy. Who's there? And here's the perpetrator. Really, really cool design, by the way. Who are you? You don't look like any human I've seen. Original character for this game, too. The final boss. What? Are you just going to ignore me? Did you steal my mask? Huh? My hope. So something you might notice is she's constantly like wearing masks and she has like a bunch of masks. This character cannot emote emotionally, physically. So instead, she emotes visually via the mask that she wears. So the mask she's wearing right now is a sad mask. So she's very, very sad. And now she's surprised. Huh? You're different. It looks like you're filled right to the brim with hope. She's also, like, sounds very emotionless, too, from what I remember. Huh? Well, of course I am. That must mean that you have my mask of hope. Hey, who are you, anyway? I am Hata no Kokoro, the expressive poker face. She is a type of yokai that is created by 66 masks. I think that's the lore and mythology behind this particular yokai. I don't exactly remember everything about her, but essentially, a certain person in real life created 66 masks, and these masks gain sentience in the form of a supernatural being, aka yokai, and this is that supernatural being. She is in control of all the masks, and she has the ability to manipulate emotions. And, well, apparently to her, she's lost her mask of hope. And now she's angry at us. I control all emotions. Looks like I've got another weird yokai on my hands. I maintain the balance between all emotions, such that they are all expressed equally. I won't allow any emotions to prevail over the rest. Well then, what do you call this current state of affairs? Everyone looks so emotionless. It's really eerie. That's because, the monkey mask. Oh yeah, I have arrived here to solve that problem. And I can, now that I finally found the human filled with hope. Me? I guess I am, but so what? In order to normalize all emotions and return the village to its former self, I must turn you, overflowing with hope, into my new mask of hope. That is a fox mask, and I think that's really cool. It basically means she's ready for action. What? You stupid yokai. Now I see what you're after. You're just out to abduct humans, aren't you? No, but Reimu's jumping to conclusions because it kind of looks bad. Best song in the entire game, by the way. Lost Emotion, I believe is what it's called, and it's different from many Touhou themes. This one is very, like, depressing, yet strangely, ironically hopeful. In place of my lost mask of hope, a new hope awaits. Future. I have nothing against you personally. However, I will claim all the hope in Gensokyo for the sake of all human emotion. the lost emotion. So I believe in the context of the story, Hata has lost her mask of hope, and in order to replace the mask of hope, in order to replace the mask, because if even one mask is out of her person, that destroys the balance of her ability and her own sense of being. She needs to replace it. And she has been replacing it via stealing the emotions, specifically hope, of all the humans in the human village. Hence why they've been turning to the religious leaders, and unfortunately, because of the religious leaders being really into religion, they do not see a problem with it, and it's like, oh yeah, let's just solve all the humans' problems by promising them they can be solved if they follow our creed. But at the end of the day, it's the yokai that's messing with them. Also, I really like her animation when she gets hit. Sometimes she just holds her head. It's like, why me? But because she's so emotionless, she doesn't like emote because of that. The melancholic world is a melancholic cart. Shooting a bunch of masks at us. This song is so good. And it gets better in like the next game's remix because they turn it into a rock song. Thankfully, I can dash through those with little problem. Yay! Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh, gosh, gosh. Gosh, 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 gosh. Nope, I wanted to do like a dive kick at her, but I didn't have enough time. Gosh, I really don't have enough time for that, do I? As long as I can block, I'll be just... Never mind. I couldn't block at the end, otherwise she would have broken my block. Get her! There we go. Her pumpkin dress is also really cool, too. It has, like, faces, both smiley faces and frowny faces. And if you turn her around, the face is different. I love this design so much. Some people say it's like all over the place with the weird, like, multicolored buttons on her really long and poofy blue shirt. And the poofy dress is like a little weird, but I think it fits with her hairstyle. It all looks really awesome. One thing I will say is that this game is very good looking. It's very pretty. Despite being really hard to play. Joy sign, invigorated Kagura lion. Ooh, that shoots a bunch of fire at us. Speaking of shooting stuff. Screw it, at this point I'm like, just shoot her, fox! It has some sort of like barrier, I guess, for projectiles. Which is cool, I guess. But gosh, it does not work all that well. We might die. Here's the thing, I have no more continues, so if we die, we'd have to redo this battle again. No! Don't touch me! Because of how difficult this game is, I may just have to, like, bump it down to easy mode. I don't know, this game is not feeling right for me. I was pretty fine with all the other fighting games, but this one kind of feels a little awkward. And that's sad, because, like, I really like the story of this game and the presentation, but gosh, does it feel so weird. Anchor sign, face of the angry, hated wolf. Oh, so it's not a fox, it's a wolf. And the wolf has eaten me. No! She has her own victory animation, that's so cute! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shrine Maiden, a horrible something morning. I still need more. You do not hold enough emotions. The fact that the game gives me only 3 continues. Oh, no. Is there really no, like... Okay, I need to check this again. Is there really no dash button? Gosh, what was wrong with the dash button being in the last game? Simultaneous buttons... CX or CZ. Like, this is so weird. I haven't used spell cards at all, that's also a thing. Oh! Apparently my stream is buffering a bit. I'll give it a second.
Oh joy.
I haven't had this problem in a while.
No, you haven't.
Okay, I think everything is fine now. Maybe. No, it says I still have poor quality. I'll give it a minute. Yeah, I think this game would be a lot better if there was like a dash button, but unfortunately, I guess they just wanted to omit that. I don't know. I feel like there has to be some sort of dash button, because they gave a dash button in Urban Legend, which I know is the next game, but still, I feel like there has to be one. But I pressed every single button, so I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Wow, it still says that I'm on poor quality. How's the stream, guys? Is it doing okay? Please use a keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less. Current keyframes are not being sent often enough, which can cause buffering. Wait, does that mean that my game didn't have enough keyframes or something? Or does that mean it's okay? That's weird. I've never seen that error before. I guess we're okay, because it seems like it's playing just fine. Let me look at it through my phone real quick, because, like, I'm not sure. Okay, there we go. It says excellent. I think we're back. Okay, yeah, I think we're back. It's playing on my phone, so we're good. That was weird. That was really, really weird. I don't know. It might just be because it's like the dead of night or something. Which probably means we're not going to be streaming this game for all that long. I'm already like feeling like because of the controls, but I assume we're back. In which case we'll continue with the battle. So as I was saying, like I feel like there has to be some button that allows me to dash, but I can't find it. That's a block button, which is also like that's also a block button. There are two block buttons. There's a guaranteed block, which also counts as like a spell card button, which also, where is the spell cards? I don't know where the spell cards are at. Let's see. If I can just press this like over and over. Trying to figure this out. That is just block. Ooh, defensive. Oh, wow. Okay, so if I stay defensive for the entire time, it actually lowers my percentage. That's interesting. Gosh, this game is so weird and yet intricate at the same time. This is so confusing to play. And there's a 2-player for this, too. I should also note that the same people who made the previous fighting games for Touhou, Twilight Frontier, also made this game. And I was around during the release of this game, which was, I think, 2013. This was like the second Touhou game that was new that I followed, the other being Touhou 13. And one thing that I will never forget is that Hata no Kokoro, the final boss, wasn't actually in the final in the release build of the game. They had to update it. And she came in like a few months after the fact, which is like so weird. Also, there were a lot of mechanics that they had to add in updates, like the last words weren't actually a thing, I believe, in the original version. Either that or they didn't have a special theme song for each last word. There was, I believe, a playable Kokoro because you had to play her as like the final story mode. But her moveset comprised of one move, which is like so weird. It kind of reminds it kind of just sounds like something that Oh gosh, what does Netherworld? Is Netherworld the one that makes Mortal Kombat? It kind of sounds like something Netherworld would do nowadays. Oh, you know what? Capcom. Capcom with Street Fighter V. Because they released Street Fighter V without the actual story mode when it first came out. And it's like, why would you do that? I get it. The tournament audience and the PvP audience really wants the game fast, but you couldn't give it to the casual audience too? And it significantly ruined the experience of that game when the story mode did come out, because it's like, what's the point of playing it when the story mode isn't even completed? Even when it was completed, for that matter. But like, yeah, in the context of this game, Hata not being playable made me not want to play it at launch, and ultimately this is released in 2013, over 10 years ago, first time I'm playing this game. I played the other fighting games after this, before this one, so that tells you how much I really cared about this one. I will admit though, the game is pretty. They remove most of the background stuff, like, I believe in Urban Legend, the backgrounds are not 3D anymore, and the NPCs that show up in the background are not there either, so, you know, there are some things that were removed and were kind of missed. Volksmisk! I'm sorry, Wolfwask. It looks so much like a fox, I don't get it. Ow, 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 ow! No! Gosh, she's such a difficult boss. I'm cheating. I'm cheating.
I'm cheating!
Mrs. Puff! Yes, Raymu.
I think I cheated.
What's that?
I think I'm a cheater!
And then she removes her ribbon and she actually has like a bunch of money in there. I'm actually not poor. I'm actually a very wealthy shrine maiden. It's all true. I cheated. I cheated. I cheated. And then Marissa on the intercom in her Gohei is like, what? Marissa just runs back to the human village. There we go. Thank goodness. I actually just want to end this story already. And to think, we have like 10 more characters to go through for this game. I swear, the other fighting games are not going to be like this. They're actually going to be like a lot of fun. But this one, I already don't like the experience so far. Because I don't know if you guys can also tell this, but this game is also very heavy with the way you control the characters. NetherRealm? Okay, thank you. NetherRealm Studios. I believe... Capcom is honestly worse than NetherRealm Studios in my opinion, because it literally was the whole Street Fighter V thing. Monkey Possession! Monkey Possession, the ultimate attack that she has. We're at 99%. Come on. I want to activate this ability, the spell card. Come on. Spirit Sign, Fantasy Seal. I can't use Fantasy Heaven, sadly. Damn it, I can't use Fantasy Heaven. I can't counter her in a spell card, so I can't show that off. That sucks. You know what? TMNT sucks. Oh my gosh. This Monkey Possession is so difficult, apparently. Look, I know a lot of people have opinions that, like, Touhou fighting games are, like, so difficult because, oh no, I have to dodge so many bullets, but it's never this bad. The dash is so neutered in this game for some reason. It feels like I'm playing Eomp again. The dash in that game was just so terrible. Because they tried to create an actual, like, Street Fighter fighting game with bullet hell patterns. And this one, it's like the analog stick doesn't work sometimes, even when I double tap. I know I'm complaining a lot, but like it really does feel that bad. Oh man, I wonder if anyone will ever believe how bad this game felt. You know who will believe it? Chopper will believe it. Chopper's embarrassed because he did play this game, and he feels bad about it. So unfortunately, he's gonna hide the ending from us, because the thing about Touhou games is Zune, who allows people to download the Touhou game for free, only has one rule, which is don't show the endings, because he wants people to play them and actually experience them. And if Toby Fox can follow that rule, I can follow it too. Hakure Shrine in Summer. The festival atmosphere caused by the ephemeral motions have calmed down, only to be replaced by the ephemeral buzzing of insects. Yeah, just like a bunch of cicadas going. What was the Pokemon from season 1 that sounded like that? Gosh, what was? I know there was one that sounded like that, but I don't remember. Oh my gosh, was it like Golbat? No, was it Zubat? I think it was Zubat. Zubat kind of sounded like or something like that. There's actually a lot of Pokemon from season 1 who didn't actually say their name and just had like normal cries and stuff. My favorite was Electabuzz, who just constantly went. Although his rival, Scyther, did actually say his name, but in a very comical way. Like, Scyther! Anyways, was the religious struggle for popularity just an illusion born from human despair? And then it cuts to Raimo looking at her empty donation box because, of course, no one donated anything, even though the number of visitors and believers have just increased. I guess if all I do is show off and feist, then my popularity drops just as quickly. How can I gather true believers? Oh, welcome. And it turns out, oh, Hata no Kokoro, the ghost, or the mask yokai shows up. Hey, and she's floating behind Raimo, with a bunch of masks floating behind her. Have you found it yet? Nope. I haven't the slightest clue. I see. This amount of hope won't last much longer. I know! Kokoro's masks are made of emotions itself. There are 66 of these masks. If even one of them goes missing, her emotions go berserk. The berserk emotions spread to those around her. Their emotions endlessly overflow, and eventually get used up, as a result of Kokoro going berserk from losing the mask of hope. The human village, which had been caught in a whirlpool of despair, was now running out of emotions. Anyway, says Raymond, you really have no leads on where the Mask of Hope is? No, I don't know. And the time limit? The hope you were carrying will last about 10 more days. You have to find the original mask before then. Come on, Raimo. So arrogant. Why me? Because you're the one who solves all these problems. You're the incident solver. After that day, Kokoro made a temporary mask out of the hope carried by Raimo. For the time being, the emotions were under control and the people's hope had been restored. Although as a result, the number of people depending on religion decreased. However, in the end, the current Mask of Hope was merely temporary. Its effects wouldn't last forever. The original Mask of Hope was still lost. Just who could have stolen it, and why? Raimo felt like she'd have to keep investigating this for quite a while, which means 10 more stories! And that's it for that ending, so Chopper, get out of here! Hey, there's Mamizo. So basically, we've gotten to a situation where a yokai who uses emotions to keep themselves Alphys, who keeps themselves alive, needs all the hope that was accumulated from the religious leaders, aka Raimo, who won this bout, in order to sustain herself and make sure that oh my gosh, there's the Scientologist one, to make sure that she wouldn't go berserk again. So we kind of landed ourselves into a bit of a pickle where we have to constantly fight now in this illusionary religious war to keep things going. Congratulations to everyone from Twilight Frontier who made this game, as well as all the people, especially Dada and CNL and NLP and Ziki7 and a bunch of Japanese names. My favorite is H2 and dot dot dot. This is longer than the usual Touhou credits. Usually in Touhou credits for mainline games, it's just Zune crediting himself for pretty much making the entire game, because he did. His wife, sometimes, occasionally, for her making like a couple of things. And you, the player. Oh, with that said, we finished Reimu's story, so after that, we have Marissa and just Reimu. Okay. But I kind of want to do something real quick. Okay. So I can, in fact, use the keyboard. I think I'm going to switch to the keyboard from now on, because I kind of feel like the keyboard would feel better with me playing it. So we're trying the keyboard for now. Alright. We'll go with one more story for the night. We're going with Marissa. I know I'm breaking my trend with like doing... Usually I do 3 stories for the fighting games, but I'm gonna be honest, going through that with controller kind of ruined my mood. Like, I can't express it enough how awkward it is to play this game. Maybe I'll feel better with keyboard, but we'll see. So we'll go with keyboard, yeah, so you actually have to actively press it at the beginning. You can't just not do that. That's so weird. It doesn't usually do that in other games. Ugh. What, you want Believers too?
Well, yeah, I'm not about to let y'all have all the fun.
Oh, Marissa, you always have all the fun. By the way, Marissa, my favorite character in the entire franchise, is the Magician. Then you're my rival too? I'll beat you here and put you to shame. Spring Lane, Colorful Path. Of course, Reimu would have the rock theme. Oh my gosh, it feels much better playing this. Yeah, it's a little slower still, but like, I feel like Marissa is like, with the keyboard controls, I can actually dash naturally. I think it helps that it's not a normal analog stick that I'm using. Or no, it is a normal analog stick that I'm using on my Xbox controller. So I think because it's only able to read 4 directions, it kind of like hits a dead zone when I'm angling it. Which is really easy to angle it. Oh my gosh, she still has the butt bounce! So as you see at the GIF at the top right, that's Marissa in the previous fighting games, and she had this animation where she does like a butt bounce, and someone made a twerking GIF. And I'm so glad that she has like a pseudo butt bounce in this game. Hold on. Charge the butt bounce! I need to kill her with the butt bounce. Damn it. No, I'm gonna kill you with the butt bounce. No! Sorry, Reimu. Get my butt bounce! Charm, Shrine, Prosperity, Prayer, Talisman. Whoa, okay. So I can throw a potion at her, apparently, that makes a AoE field. That's cool. That is a star. Okay.
Blazing Star! Blazing Star!
No. Potion. Don't worry, guys. I'll save you. Yeah, the Peach side B. This really is just Smash Brothers. Oh my gosh, this feels so much better now. I can just dash naturally. You know what? This feels like I'm actually playing Urban Legend in Limbo. Fantastic. I may just have to switch to keyboards from now on. I don't know if you guys can hear the clanking, but like, I mean, does it really matter? Honestly, I do a lot of clanking anyways when I'm playing mainline Touhou games. Marissa. Marissa topples the Shrine Maiden. Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna let my dog out since he really wants to leave. I can already hear people yelling from like the living room because my dog went out there. I think the reason why he wanted to leave was because he heard someone get food.
Isn't that just great? He's gonna go get the cheese tax.
The cheese tax, the cheese tax. He actually did get the cheese tax today when my dad was making quesadillas, so... he always gets what he wants.
Yeah, I won.
Just like Marissa. Marissa's my dog now. My dog!
Just you watch. I'll show you some real missionary work.
Marissa, you're not religious. You don't follow any religion. Wait, actually, can you be religious in a world... Hold on. Real question here. Can you actually be an atheist if you live in a world filled with gods that you predominantly meet? Because if I remember correctly, there is a character that is an atheist in this series. It's Sakuya, the maid who's literally the maid of a vampire. And yet she's an atheist. She doesn't believe in gods, even though she repeatedly meets them over and over again. It's like, what the okay, lady. It was fine when you were in in the old European, but like, when you're in Gensokyo, the fantasy realm, okay. Hey, there's a bunch of Kappa in the background. Kappas are usually ones that wear the green hats.
I bet Reimu and the others will only go to places with lots of humans.
I guess in a way, that makes you like a flat earther for gods. It also just reminded me, there's a character in the recent Touhou 20 game who is all about... Okay, so I don't think I showed her off. Her name is Nina Watari, and she is the extra stage boss in that game. Well, let's get through the dialogue first.
A nice remote place like this ought to be untouched by them.
Well, hold that thought, Marissa, because your old girlfriend is here. Nitori Kawashiro, Miss Handyman of the River, which is what Maluki in my thumbnail is dressed as. She is the Kappa who is all about science, and I guess she's trying to get followers because she likes money. Which is really funny. I'll save it for the end of the dialogue.
What are you doing here? I just thought I'd put a little performance around these parts. I see. By performance, do you mean something like this?
Oh, she has like a Luigi hat. Okay, so previously, candid friend, previously in like other games, Nitori had this personality given by fans that she is like a really good girl. Oh my gosh, she has a gun. A really good girl, because in her introduction, she mentions like she is a friend to humans and all humankind. And she constantly helps Marissa, and it ends up being shipped with Marissa a lot of the time, mostly because they worked as partners in Touhou 11. But in this game, it actually proves a underlying factor of Nitori that is only really mentioned in previous games, but is very apparent here, is that she's actually a very greedy person and uses people for her own personal means. At 11, she actively lied to Marissa in order to use her so she can get information on what the gods of the mountain were doing. Speaking of which, the gods of the mountains are to the left of it. On what they were doing in the underworld. And in this game, she's specifically fighting in this religious war, not for religion, not to give hope to people, but so that she can earn money. So that she can sell things to people. It's like, she's trying to make a killing and she's like a bastard, and I actually really like that about her. I don't buy it. Yay. So going back to Nina Watari. Nina is a character in Touhou 20 who was the extra stage boss after the events of that game, where in the pyramid created by the Lunarians, this is going to sound really weird, in the pyramid created by the Lunarians that was being corrupted by AI use and brain rot from the real world, yes, that is the plot of Touhou 20, a yokai was born who is an oyster yokai who has control over illusions. And basically, she was fed with so much knowledge, false knowledge I might add, that she believes in everything that is conspiracy and everything that is false, like aka the New World. She believes in the New World Order. She believes in the Tetramonoi, lizard people. Her abilities are literally named after all these things that she believes. There's one called Chocolate River. And the chemtrail cloud, like it's literally all that. And it's like, oh yeah, she also has Flat Earther. So she's this character who's the living embodiment of horrible theories that people believe in, to the point where I think in one of the character paths that you take it's revealed that one of like the characters who come from the human world actually fought her beforehand. And as soon as they met her, because they're from the human world, they know about all these theories, they just laughed at her and then left. It's like, she actually believes this fucking shit. Gosh, Touhou 20 is like a trip. I can't wait to get back to that game now that I can translate it. Yokai Battleship, Sape Fighter. Mitraiko Boom. Like I said, she's very much into science. Science! But yeah, Nina is a good character. Toyohime is a phenomenal character. Yuimon Asuma, who's used as a battery to control all the information in the lunar period that also got corrupted due to AI influence. Like Touhou 20, now that I understand the plot of it, is a really, really interesting game. And it's another example of Zune, the creator of Touhou, using his games as a platform to talk about issues in real life that are presented as a problem in modern times. Like Touhou 18 was all about the repercussions of the marketplaces being shut down due to COVID. Black Market, the spin-off game for 18, was all about gacha games and how it's really addicting and really bad in the form of a gacha game. And 19, I believe, was all about like sticking it to AI. And then 20 is literally about AI and its repercussions.
How was that? I got a little more well-known around here, didn't I?
Oh, I lost.
In order to capture people's hearts, you gotta come in from the fringes first like this.
And then going, oh my gosh, the fucking Warren dance! I want to pause real quick. Everybody ignore the green-haired character who has like the best design in the franchise. Look at the kitty at the bottom. The kitty doing the kitty dance. That character is Orin, and she's doing the Orin dance. Probably my favorite dance in the entire franchise. We're in the Palace of the Underworld, or the Palace of the Earth Spirits, which is where the Satori sisters are. Satoris are this type of yokai who can read people's minds involuntarily. And this girl right here to the right, I've only shown off in videos because I haven't actually fought her in Touhou 11. But this is Koishi Komeji, sister to Satori Komeji. They're both Satori yokai. The difference is with Koishi, as we established in that video, she closed her third eye, which is actually a physical thing that's wrapped around her, because she couldn't handle the stress and the ostracization of her ability, because people hate this race of yokai, because nobody wants their privacy to be invaded, even if it's not their fault. So she, due to her trauma of like dealing with all that, she essentially committed self-harm in a way by closing her third eye physically and permanently, and that ultimately destroyed her psyche to the point where she has the mental capacity of a child, and now she only speaks through the perspective of the id. So whatever she first like thinks about, she acts on it. She is essentially like the most truthful character in the Touhou franchise, but that also makes her quite dangerous, because she could just straight up have like murderous tendencies for 1 minute and just be like, I'm gonna murder you now because I don't care, I have no filters. It also doesn't help that her main ability after closing her third eye is the ability to manipulate the subconscious. So I love their designs though. The rope around them being like veins and shaped like hearts is really, really cool. Also, yeah, the Orin dance, I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, I didn't think there'd be any rivals underground, which means I can do my missionary work here. Wait, how am I gonna do any missionary work if there aren't any enemies around here?
Koishi Komeji, and she's tiny in this game. Imaginary personality holder.
If you're looking for an enemy, there's one right here.
Huh? I thought I heard something. Oh yeah, another thing about her is because she closed her third eye, she technically doesn't exist in the subconscious of people. So she's theoretically invisible until you physically interact with her. And after she leaves your sight, you immediately forget about her because of her abilities. She doesn't do it on purpose, but she literally makes you forget about her. The only people that remember her are children until they grow up, or people that know her sister. So Marissa, who didn't meet her sister, can still remember Koichi, but she still likes to be invisible every now and then. I guess it's my imagination. Koichi has some really interesting lore, like many, many, many other characters, and it makes her a really fascinating one. There's a lot of characters that you can like feel bad for her. Koichi is one, Junko is another, if you really hate like Lunarians. Yuyuko, in my opinion, is still like one of the most depressing characters due to her like extensive backstory. And the fact that it does kind of have a happy ending, but it resulted in her death and becoming the Ghost Princess. Nonetheless, though, Touhou is a very fascinating franchise with some really fun characters.
There's an opening.
Hartman's yokai girl, based off of a psychologist, Hartman. And there's her sister to the left with the purple hair. Also, oh my gosh, the shoebill duck bird is to the right. Oh my gosh, I forgot he was in this game! So all these animals are actually like animal companions to the Satori sisters, or to the Komeiji sisters, specifically to Satori. The thing about the Komejis is because they have their mind reading abilities, not a lot of people like them, but animals love them. Because being able to read the minds of the animals means that you can understand those animals, and so like the animals gravitate towards them. So Koichi and Satori, instincts, Freudian, like I said, she has a lot of stuff based off of the id. Animals love these two, and they constantly like want to be around, so they have like a lot of animal pets. And I think that's really sweet. In fact, Orin, who's doing the Orin dance at the bottom, is a two-tailed cat who has lived long enough to take yokai form, aka human form. While the one with the cape is Utsuho, she's a hell raven. Who also has the power of nuclear fusion! Meanwhile, you see Parsi to the right, who is hiding away, but she has the ability to manipulate jealousy, but unfortunately, she's a cursed bridge princess, so she has to permanently be jealous about everything and anything, and she can't help herself. She actually has a really sad existence when you think about it. Another one of those, like, depressing characters that, if you really think about their backstory, it's kind of sad. But also, the ability to manipulate the subconscious, or I'm sorry, manipulate jealousy is also very dangerous, too. Thorn sign, confined innocence. Ah, okay. Sends out thorns that turn into roses. The roses, signify, I believe, like, what are they called? Rorschach tests? I think they're based off of, like, Rorschachs. One cool thing about Koichi that I remember from this game is that her fighting style, we're not going to see it until later, but Koichi apparently has like one of the most interesting fighting styles in a fighting game. She, because of her lore, you can't actually input the commands, the attack commands for Koichi. You charge the commands. It's like you give her an order, and then once she feels like it, she activates the order. It's like this character who simultaneously you control and don't control. It's like she controls you. It's really, really fascinating, and I can't wait to play her and see how it actually works.
Oh, my, I lost. You surprised me there. Don't sneak up on me without warning like that. I didn't notice you at all. Hey, wait, was there any point in fighting you for popularity? You wouldn't even be able to appeal to an audience, would you? I see. Good for you.
Yeah, she's kind of just a drifter at this point. Hey, the Senkai, which, you know, the Divine Spirit Mausoleum is where the Taoists got reincarnated. This is where the Taoists actually hang out at. And you see the Shinigami Komachi with the red hair over there lazing about. You see the Jiangshi at the top, Yoshika. You see the 3 Prison River sisters who play instruments to the bottom, underneath the text box. A lot of Taoists down there. And flying around is Toyosato Mimi no Miko. Or, I'm sorry, Toyosato Mimi no Miko's wife. Who, you know, again, is the trans character. It's her, to the right. Tojiko. Soga no Tojiko, who ended up being my favorite character in the RPG. She's a ghost. but she also still is based off of the wife of Miko, who, I guess, spoiler alert, we're about to fight right now.
I got carried away and came here, but man, this place is really heated up. And they're all cheering for my enemy, too.
What do you expect? This is her domain. Speaking of which, Miko, trans icon, love her.
What do we have here? Are you participating in this religious war as well? Well, that's how it turned out.
She kind of gives me, I think I said this last time, but she reminds me with the headphones of Neku Sakuraba from The World Ends With You. A combination of the hair, the outfit, and the earmuffs is definitely giving that impression.
Well, that's how it turned out.
Then I welcome you.
The appearance of a new rival. Man, this away game feeling is overwhelming. Since you, too, are a pro-select, or however you say that, you should understand the meaning behind this battle, as my wife just floats right on by. Nah, I wouldn't call myself that.
You won't capture people's hearts with that kind of weak-spirited attitude. Now let us have ourselves a lovely battle. Before all those who are watching. Shotoku Legend True Administrator. Her cape also has like a cool layering effect. It reminds me of Chowder, where there's like this big layer that's all over the entire screen, and it just is always like either moving or stuck in one place. For the sake of Miko, it's always moving, but her sprite encompasses to that layer, and I think that's a really cool effect. It really makes Miku all that more like different than everybody else. And you know what? She would like that. Go! That's a cool move. Virtue Sign, Prestige of Shotoku. What is it gonna do? Oh, it's literally like, it's a reverse version of Halo of the Goose Cannon. Halo of the Goose Cannon was an ability she used in the last game she was in, where she just shot a bunch of, like, rainbow orbs at you. Hey, she's shooting the rainbow at us! And she's a trans icon, isn't that cool? I love Miko. I know that's a headcanon, technically anyone can, like... I know it's not confirmed, but I mean, it's a fun headcanon nonetheless. Plus, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Zune is very much pro LGBT. Always has been, always has, like, talked great about the community, as well as introduced two very obvious LGBT characters in Touhou 19. Ones that are a little more sexual than usual, because Touhou doesn't really have a lot of sexual characters. The one cool thing I will say about the Touhou franchise, despite a lot of people, like a lot of non-fans information about the franchise from like non-sources, the series is actually not sexual in the slightest whatsoever. Like I know there's like a stigma against Touhou being sexual, but that's literally just like baseless and all that. That's just the fandom, which, you know, most fandoms are. In the context of the actual series, Touhou is more about the stories, the characters, the lore. Zune has actually stated Touhou is very much more like a Japanese Tolkien series, like Lord of the Rings. And with the way, like, the world is built and lore is constantly given throughout, like, source materials and stuff, it definitely has that feeling. And I have always agreed to that opinion as well. Oh man, I was hoping that would murder her.
I was hoping that would murder her.
Butt bounce! We killed the Taoist with the butt bounce. Peach for the win.
Butt bounce.
Oh my gosh, I just noticed Yuyuko and Yomu eating in the back. Oh, that's such a cute model.
Cool, I won.
I've lost. That was some beautiful Danmaku. Can you hear that? Those voices are the praise of the audience. Oh, what a thrill. What a thrill. I had actually planned to become the hope of the world, but I will concede to you.
I didn't know getting praise felt this good.
Oh man, her earmuffs are busted.
I'll be everyone's hope and whatever else they want.
Marissa, please don't say that. People are going to take that out of context. Okay, so I'm sure we know exactly what this is. I've been waiting.
So I'm facing you next. All of Gensokyo is on my side right now. Whoever I face, I'm not gonna lose.
I wonder about that. Don't you hear the voices around you?
Huh? But they're all rooting for you.
How it feels to lose all your supporters in a flash?
What the hell. Now I gotta go and get popular all over again. Actually, I feel kinda excited.
She's all about the thrill. What a thrill. You're an interesting one. Well, it's all good.
The popularity I need, I can easily get it back if I win here again.
I think I'll go... I think it'll go that easy. And of course, because you could play Marissa before Reimu, they hide the fact that this isn't actually Byakuren. It's not Hijiri, it's actually Mamizo. Mamizo being the penultimate fighting game character in this game is actually kind of interesting. She was introduced as something that wasn't really all that, like, hyped up. She was just a random, like, extra stage boss that Nue brought to fight the religious war that was happening in 13. But she quickly became, like, an important figure because of this, and continues to be an important figure in the franchise. For all intents and purposes, Mamizo becomes, like, a very prominent figure from now to every single fighting game, and even in some of the mainline games, too. Oh my gosh, she really doesn't want me to hit her. Take my potion. Take my potion. Take my potion. Take my potion. Potion for sale. 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 Okay, not a potion.
Not my potions!
You know what? I still think I'm playing Hiso Tensoku, so I'm trying to do like a Hadoken combo, which it's not working. Don't you just hate it when you play something like Street Fighter with intricate combos, and then you go to like Super Smash Brothers with directionals? Ben 10 Loot Priest. Oh no, it's Ben 10. When a weird alien watch goes on Byakuren's wrist. And then she transforms into giant frogs. That's not on her list. And she's got 13 weird guys who's going to, I don't know, something disguise. She's Byakuren Hijiri. Giant Fuchs. This is definitely not something Byakuren does. Byakuren frogs are more of a Shinto thing. And they don't really shoot frogs at us. It's more like they sacrifice frogs. There's actually a ritual about frogs being nailed onto trees, which I found out through Touhou lore, and it's kind of disturbing, really. Poor froggies. And Big in the background is like, Froggy, who put you on this tree?
Hey, wait a minute. Just, who are you? You can't be Hijiri.
You finally noticed. Well then, there's no point in disguising myself anymore. That is actually pretty fitting, because I did have Marissa fight Hijiri in Touhou 12, and they have a bit of an interesting relationship.
What? What? Don't tell me the audience was fake all along, too.
Stop impersonating her! Moonside Festival.
Tanuki. It was me. But it was all some Bakutanuki's doing, was it? Man, you had me fooled. Wait, that means that losing my popularity was all faked. That's a relief.
That's right. We absolutely love transforming into humans. So I thought I'd finally come and fool you.
So the real battle starts now, is that it?
Yeah, now you have Tanukis watching. And drumming the bellies. Oh, you're so quick. And the audience got back pretty quick too.
Then I'm already here. Or since I'm already here, I guess I'll get popular with the Tanukis too.
Think it'll be that easy? You might end up losing your popularity for good this time. Yeah, Hijiri and Marissa had a very interesting relationship in Touhou 12. Because of the fact that they're both magicians, but unlike Marissa, who's a human magician, Byakuran has lived for a long time and has become an actual, like, magician in race. Magicians are technically like their own different race, technically, if they continue along the path of becoming a true magician. Basically giving up their humanity and all of, like, the necessities of humanity. I think the process is you use magic to remove the need to eat, remove the need to sleep, remove the need to use the bathroom, and become a full-fledged magician by giving up your humanity in that sense. Which in Gensokyo is frowned upon due to the whole, like, rules of this world. If a human decides to become a supernatural being, it destroys the balance of the entire world, because we can't have the supernatural beings or gods exist without human faith, and if all the humans are gone, then, like, you know, the supernatural beings can't exist. It's that type of world. Which led to some really interesting stuff in, like, the recent mangas, where Reimu had to actively kill a fortune teller who learned about the process of becoming immortal via cannibalism. So, like, he ate somebody, became an immortal yokai, or a long-living hermit yokai, and through that, basically went to Reimu, told her that, you know, he's not going to hurt anybody, he's not going to harm anyone, he's not going to tell anyone about this process either. He's just going to go away and live the rest of his life in solitude as a hermit. And Reimu, unfortunately, because of the rules, had to murder him. Which is funny, because, like, he thought, you're a shrine maiden who constantly makes friends with yokai and invite them to your shrines all the damn time. Why are you killing me? Because it's her job. Oh my gosh, those frogs murdered me! Frogs. Which also came with, like, one of the most iconic lines in Reimu's history. I don't particularly mind needless killing. Like, hardcore Reimu is a very interesting beast, which is something that we see pretty often. Or actually not as often as you would imagine. A lot of the fandom like to say that Reimu is a very, like, stone cold... she's a stone cold gentleman. She's a stone cold bitch, but in actuality, Reimu is more of, like... she has a job to do. She's stern. She can sometimes be a little lazy and apprehensive about doing too much work, but at the same time, she takes her job somewhat seriously when she needs to. Like, when there's an incident that's happening, she's the first on scene. Unless it's an incident that benefits her, or if it's a type of incident that doesn't really feel like an incident. Such as, Touhou 19, or Touhou 16. Where in 16, the seasons were out of whack, and she actually benefited from it because her shrine was in the middle of the spring season. And that actually drove a lot of attention to the Hakare Shrine, which is something that she doesn't get all that often. So she actively wanted it to keep going until Marissa went like, hey, no, Reimu, we have to solve this. And so she's like, fine. And then that ultimately led to Madara being introduced.
It's over. Now I've got support from the Tanuki, too.
I wonder. Don't you think there's something odd going on? So Mamizu is like the only one who really understands the predicament that's happening with Hata. Hence why, in some sort of weird way, Mamizo is fighting us here right now in order to get us to know about what's going on and for us to potentially solve the incident.
What do you mean?
If you fight, and I kind of just explained like the entire rest of the game. We have like 8 stories or 10 stories left, and that's pretty much the entire game. Everyone has no idea what's going on. Mamizo does. Mamizo leads us to the real villain. It's Hata, and we have to solve Hata's problem. The end. It's like, at least with Scarlet Weather Rhapsody, it was this whole like mystery about the weather, and everyone had their own perspective about it. If you fight and win, you become toast of the town. To be more precise, just by punching someone in a fancy way, you gain supporters. Are humans really like that?
Well, sometimes. It happens a lot in Gensokyo anyway, but something is a little weird this time.
There's only one reason for that. It means hope itself is being lost from Gensokyo.
When people lose hope, they start supporting momentary pleasures. Or momentary pleasures. You heard them too, right? The voice is saying, ain't it alright? That's the first step towards ruin. I see. So that's why all those religious leaders were so worked up, believing that their teachings alone could become hope. That's right. And hope was supposed to be the key to saving people from ruin.
Oops, so I guess that even if I win and get supporters, nothing good will probably come.
At least Marissa realizes that this is all kind of a phony. Now that it's come to this, you just have to give the humans hope. You may not be aware of this, but right now, once the dead of night passes in the human village, it turns into an awful place where emotions don't exist. You ought to go take a look before it's too late.
Place where emotions don't exist.
There's something I want to say about Marissa, but I think I'm going to say it during the stage. Well, before that, another thing I forgot to say about Marissa, her poofy dress. I really like the sprite she has in this game. Very poofy.
What is this? Are they asleep? No, that's not it. They're totally lifeless husks.
Marissa actually takes this way more seriously than Reimu does.
Who is it?
You're expressionless, too. What's going on? My hope.
What's that?
Wow, there's a human with hope in a place like this. When was I ever worried? I lost my mask of hope, and all the hope is disappearing from the village. Hey, do you understand this feeling?
What's with you? You got all chummy with me suddenly. You're freaking me out.
Oops, excuse me. Where are my manners? I'm definitely not a suspicious person as I say this, but my name is Hata no Kokoro. I'm a Mendeke. That's what it's called. That's her race. A Mendeke that controls all emotions.
I thought you were expressionless, but your personality is changing a mile a minute. Is that it then?
Oh, she has like a Tengu mask too.
The current state of the village is because you're absorbing all the emotions. Isn't that right?
Absorb their emotions? I'd never do anything like that. I wish for all emotions to be treated equally. But I can't endure the village in this state.
Just what is going on then?
Well, I sort of lost my mask of hope. Oh yeah, I have arrived to solve the problem. In order to normalize all emotions and return the village to its former self, I should use you, overflowing with hope, as my new mask of hope.
What's that? You want to fight me? You want to steal my hope, right? Well then, it's on.
In place of my lost mask of hope, a new hope awaits. I have nothing against you personally. However, I will claim all the hope in Gensokyo, for the sake of all human emotions. So says Nobunaga! Murasaki-same. Is that what your heart desires? Oh my gosh, she's gonna loop me. It is a very interesting thing in my opinion, and I think I've thought about this in the past, but Marissa being the human representative in this game leads to a very interesting thing that I've always kind of admired about Marissa as a character, which is ultimately what led me to have Marissa be like my favorite character in the entire franchise. It's the fact that she is a representation of humanity at its peak. Because Marissa, for all intents and purposes, in the context of Touhou, she is a human magician. There aren't many humans in the Touhou franchise, and usually the humans consist of Reimu, who's a shrine maiden of the Hakurei Shrine, so she has the Hakurei Shrine's power. She's very special in that sense, and her ability is overpowered as heck. You have Sane, who's a half-human, a demi-human, who is technically like a half-god, so she kind of doesn't really count, sort of. You have Sakuya, who is so mysterious that she calls herself a human, but you don't actually believe her. And Sumireko, who's introduced later that I won't really talk about. But in the context of Marissa, she's the only human who doesn't have any, like, sort of special traits. She only just knows magic. And the way she knows magic is via training.
she has trained herself to be this good in magic over the years. And it's been stated that, I believe in Omake, Texas, that unlike her personality dictates, she actually puts in a lot of hard work to her training and honing of her magic, but she does it in secret because she doesn't actually want anyone to know that she puts in this much effort. So Marissa is actually kind of a fascinating character in that sense. And there are moments throughout the franchise, like here, where she kind of lets out a bit of her real personality. Like, Reimu, for all intents and purposes, kind of just treated this as another, like, incident. And for all intents and purposes, that's how Reimu should, because of her specific ability. Her ability to float requires her to, float with the wind, you know, gently flow down the stream. That has to be her personality and the way she sees life in order to, be as powerful as she is. Marissa's a realistic human, and she has to actually, like, have emotions, and I kind of feel like Marissa's more of an interesting character because of that. And I don't know who shut up. Wither! Hi, Wither. We're doing a live stream on YouTube, so.
Oh, they're just hanging.
Wither.
Oh yeah, Scar's not sleeping, but I think he fell asleep in the middle of the stream.
Okay.
He showed up and was talking about Lego Batman and TMNT out of nowhere, and talking about how he was going to throw fire into a puddle and flush her down the drain or something. You should probably go and save her or something.
What?
By the way, Wither, say hi to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Wither, say hi to Tahashi.
Hi, Arthur.
I don't think she knows who Tahashi is, but it's nice that she said hi to you. Isn't that right, Wither?
Wither.
Oh my gosh, fucking hit her! Not you, Wither. I don't want to hit Wither. Wither's a good girl. Wither, permission to hit you.
No.
Okay. Tahashi says hello, by the way.
I'm going back to bed even though I can't.
Oh, okay. Are you still taking care of your dog? Well, I guess technically not your dog.
Okay, I'm home now.
Oh, that's good. What about Baby?
He's okay.
Oh, okay. Baby the cat, not Wither's baby. Wither doesn't have a baby. Unless you count
No.
pets as your babies, which I do with mine.
Yes.
Yeah. I call him my little son, and my entire family, like, my mom calls him her nephew, my dad refers to him as my son, and it's really cute.
No, because I did that yesterday.
Oh, one second, I'm gonna turn you up because I can barely hear you.
I'm tired.
I know, I'm gonna turn you up so I can hear you, though. Alright, could you speak?
No, they came back yesterday because it was only for 2 nights.
Ah, okay. That's fair.
Yeah. And then I go away. They're going away again, but I don't know what day, plus I don't have the dog with me.
Okay. Well, I guess that means you're gonna be by yourself with Baby for the most part.
Nah, I'm probably going to work.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's right, you got the new job. How is it?
It's not started yet. I have to do the trial first.
Oh, okay. Dang it, I died.
And then if I like it, I can work the full time.
Well, I hope it's good, so you can actually play it. I'm sorry, so you can actually have that job. Oh my gosh, she's still doing her animation in the background. I can hear it. Yay, 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 yay.
Drew's also fall asleep?
I think so. I haven't heard him in a while. Is he screen
No,
sharing?
he is.
What's up?
Oh, there's Drew.
I don't know. You are very quiet, old man.
Yeah. Old man. To be fair, I think it's like 1 in the morning for Druid.
Go to bed.
Oh no, Mother Wither has shown up and now she's telling everybody to go to bed. Sorry.
I'm surprised you haven't gone to bed.
Well, I did a late live stream, so I'm actually about to go to bed after I finish this boss.
And whose fault is that?
It's you, Wither.
How is it my fault?
It's Lovegar.
Uh,
Wither, I blame you for everything.
why?
I don't know. I think it's because I
You could
want to...
always-
Yeah.
Why can't you just blame Scar?
Because we blame Scar too much, and I kind of start feeling bad about that.
Oh well.
What are you gonna do?
Yep.
Oh man, I wanted to butt bounce her. Butt bounce. Butt
I'm
bounce.
I'm still hella tired.
No, that's fair. I think I'm gonna have some really good sleep tonight, and then wake up in the morning because Hydra, Scar, and me are gonna be playing some Final Fantasy. I think you're in
Okay.
that server actually, so you could probably go in there and be like, Scar, go to bed. But I already slept. Go to bed, bar.
Bye bye.
Bye. Oh my gosh, I forgot I had a laser attack. What the fuck? I should have been using that this entire game. What the heck? I have more projectiles. I have a spirit button? Hold on. I can just increase my spirit. Excuse me? I can increase me. Master Spark! And Goku is pleased. Oh, I am an idiot. I am an idiot. Look at this laser. This laser is so good. Laser!
Give it a lick.
Okay. Ah! Tails, why don't you lick my laser wisp? No, Tails, no! Tails was never seen alive after that day. Tails was never the same after the colors incident. Go, my stars! Go, my stars! Stars and stripes! Buck up, soldier! No, 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 no! Don't you be using that dragon mask at me. Go ahead and do your monkey possession. Oh, she's not doing monkey possession. Monkey! Oh, ball. Tell me, Druid, have you ever seen the old Super Mario movie? The one with Bob Hopkins and John Leguizamo? Which I'm shocked that they were Mario and Luigi, but by gosh, it actually fits.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good in a really cheesy way, I should probably say. Trying to figure out how to activate that spell card again. Okay, there we go.
Master Spark!
Spark. No, no, no. Get away from me, wolf. I'm already in love with Crystal. I don't care about your interests. You already have Leon. Not Leon as Kennedy. Wolf O'Donnell x Leon as Kennedy is my new ship. Hey. Leon when he sees Wolf during their date. Hey, it's that dog again. I'm sorry I'm about to make this joke. Wolf when him and Leon are in bed. Landmaster! Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Personally, I prefer your ass.
I deserve that death. Final Flash. Final Flash was like an 80s thing. Because like Dragon Ball is really, really old. Pretty sure it was before Touhou. Because I think Master Spark became a thing in like Touhou 6, which is like early 2000s. Gosh, I'm never living that joke down. Another one to add to the shorts. Next to Spooter Rosewolf and me and Druid talking about coming. I posted that one, by the way, Jared.
You did?
Yeah, us talking about everybody coming. I still haven't posted the one about Nexus coming, though. That made me realize, though, how horribly horny we were during that stream. And how really into dragons Nexus is and continues to be. Oh! Yay, Marissa's song! I can't use the spell card because there's a grab. Monkey position! At least we get to hear the song. I know it was an update thing, but I really like the songs that they added for all of the max popularity characters. It's like, it's a rendition of their song, but kind of like a super hype remix. And it really, really fits. It's like, you're almost there, you can do it! My personal favorites are Mononobe no Futo, because it's high accordion mixed with like trance music, which is hilarious. And Mamizo, which is literally just her theme song, but like super goofy with think trance music, but with a xylophone. I mean, yeah, because I wanted to reference the Final Flash. Yeah, that's fair. It does look like Final Flash, though. Because Big B. I'm a firing my laser. I'm a firing my monkey. Monkey! Unfortunately for that monkey, he's been toasted. And we're gonna eat the monkey now. But Chopper doesn't like monkeys. So he's embarrassed about the monkey being eaten. Wait, where are we? Oh, the human village. Yeah, Chopper also doesn't like the human village. Chopper's racist against humans. Human village. The festival atmosphere can no longer be seen, and everyone is silently doing their job. Although they seem busy, their overflowing excitement can also be felt. Okay, so we have Marissa without her hat. I actually thought she was Byakuran for a second, but she actually does look really pretty. Oh, Chopper, you don't mean that. Don't worry, Chopper has been a lot of things in this series. He's been racist against humans, he's been racist against Lunarians, he's been embarrassed about the fetishes that he has. I still need to make a compilation of all the times Chopper has shown up in every single part of the series, because I have to hide every single ending.
To think that just the other day, there were only noisy folks drinking at noon, says Marissa. Has it become lonely since they calmed down? Or are they filled with energy with steadily living?
Or from steadily living.
Either way, for someone non-religious like me, I have no clue what happened.
Mysterious person says, can I sit next to you?
Ah, who is it?
Oh my gosh! It's her! She's not in this game as a playable character. Okay, I have to show this off at the very least. Sorry, Chopper. It's Yugi Hoju! I'm sorry, Yugi, is it Hoju? No, that's Nue Hoju. I don't remember her last name, but that's Yugi. She's the Oni from 11 who loves to drink and fights with a sake cup in her hand and never spills anything. That's cool! I didn't know she was in the ending. You can tell because she has a horn.
You? In a place like this?
Yeah, because she's usually in the underworld. She's kind of like a banished yokai who keeps... Well, not banished per se, but she keeps an eye out for the people in the underground. Specifically, the old hell. Yeah, there was an old hell. Now there's a new hell.
And an animal realm that's filled with furries.
I can't wait till we get to 17 because we'll be introduced to all the wolves, all the eagles, and all the otters. I can't wait to become Spirit Otter Wolf, or Spirit Rose Otter. Yugi says, not many spectators. Is there a ceasefire today?
Ceasefire?
I've been coming to the surface every day to watch the fights. She has been in the background.
Oh. So you've been coming to watch. I'm surprised the human villagers haven't raised a fuss.
During the revelry of a festival, it doesn't matter if you're human or yokai, right?
Well, maybe so.
So, are there no fights today? It's unpleasantly quiet.
Probably not. It's become peaceful.
Kokoro's masks are made of emotions themselves. There are 66 masks in total. 3 left, and it could have been a really funny number. If even one of them goes missing, her emotions go berserk. The berserk emotions spread to those around her, their emotions endlessly overflowing, and eventually get used up. As a result of Kokoro going berserk from losing the Mask of Hope, the human village, which had been caught in a whirlpool of despair, was now running out of emotions. After that day, Kokoro made a temporary mask out of the hope carried by Marissa. More importantly, it kept her emotions balanced, so the humans felt hope for the future and began to work diligently. Yeah, that's right, chop chop, do your job. However, what Marissa thought was this. Wasn't the world without hope brighter and more fun? Yeah, because they're more subservient at that point. Don't humans with hope stop going on adventures? That's it. Marissa had a thought. It was a thought. And it ended. Alright, well, after that, we've unlocked more characters. We could actually play as the leaders of the religious factions. Also, I didn't read the text for Marissa. The village is reverberating with sounds of the festival. However, this festival somehow smells empty-hearted. The religionists whose job is to ensnare the hearts of others smell like joy. She anticipates it, and before the religionists succeed, she appears in combat to increase allies for humanity. And then we have the Buddhist leader, and then we have the Taoist leader. But we're not going to be doing that because, yeah, it's a little late at this point. One thing I want to show off real quick, though. Let's go to practice real quick. Here's all the characters. I think we've actually met all of them so far, except for we don't have Mamizo and Kokoro unlocked yet. I want to show off the last word of some of these characters. Ooh, we can also see character colors. So that's blonde. Ooh, that's cute. Piss Reimu. Pink Reimu, Black Reimu, that's really cool. Ooh, nice. Blue Moo. I'm gonna go with, where is it? That kind of reminds me of Hina. Let's go with Black Reimu, because I really like that design. And for Marissa, just to show it off. Ooh, I like the red outline on that one. Pink. Oh my gosh, that's based off of her outfit from the PC98 days. She was purple, and she wore a purple outfit and had blonde hair. Really blonde hair. Does she have red hair in one of these? Okay, she doesn't have a red hair outline, but that she also used to be a redhead in like Touhou 2, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's go with silly accordion music. There we go. Alright, now how do I set this? Popularity. Let's have popularity be at max. There we go. And it activates the last word phase. So if we were to go next to her, Divine Dragon Slaying Circle, and then activate. Oh no, wait, that's just the spell card. Okay. So what if we do up? That Spirit Sign Fantasy. Okay, so she has different spell cards depending on what direction you activate. Interesting. Alright, well, we immediately get max popularity again. Let's figure this out. Spirit Gauge, Special Gauge. They have special gauges? Excuse me? Wow, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't know about. Okay, I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, what do I press? What if I press a combination button? No. That's just that. Trying to figure this out. That is just drag. Okay, damn it, I need to look this up. Because I don't understand how to activate the last words. It's so simple in the later games. It's just like 2 button presses. Last word. How to activate. Input the button combination A, B, X, Y, or the corresponding C, D buttons. So we need to press both of these at the same time? Not those. Okay, that's not right. What if I do that? Nope. Not that. Not that. There we go, there we go. Those are the buttons. Okay, so it's D and C. I finally got it. Now, because this is a counter, I need the AI to actually hit me, so... Guard, chicken guard, tech direction, normal. No? Okay. Easy, counter, guard. I guess... Back, front, random, front. Oh, 2-player movement. Up, no. Position. Popularity, up, down, calm, 2-play. Okay, calm, there it is. Alright. Hit me. Stop trying to hit me and hit me. There we go. Well, okay. Nope, didn't work. There we go, we did it! Fantasy heaven. I get to show off the counter attack. You get like a CG still. Honestly, not worth it if it's just a counter. It's cool and all that, but like... Yeah, it didn't do nearly as much as I wanted it to. Oh. The counter didn't even work there! Just to show it off again. That would not have worked on the final boss because counters don't work on when they have invincibility frames.
So how is it so far?
We're actually done. I just want to show off all the characters that all the character abilities that I didn't get to show off. So we'll go with Black Marissa and then Black Rissa.
Sorry if I wasn't around much. I had to do some stuff.
Oh, that's okay. Sun Grazer. Oh, that's not a counter. That's actually just an attack. Wow, thank you for blocking that. She just keeps blocking. Screw it. We'll show off some of the spell cards at least. Love Sign Master Spark. That was one. Because I don't think I showed off the other one because I wasn't pressing directionals. Let's Love Sign Master Spark again. What happens if we press up? Game? There we go. Wait, does she only have one spell card? Oh my gosh, I think she only has one spell card. That's interesting. Screw it. Oh my gosh, we have to turn that off because she keeps blocking. There we go. What the f- Alright. 2-player, calm, up, down, normal. Guard, off. We need to take that off completely. Oh my fucking gosh. What do you mean? She just blocks it. This is pathetic. She's just constantly guarding it. I guess that's counter or something? Or chicken guard. Let's turn that off. Let's turn all that off real quick. There we go. Now we can show this off. My gosh. Was this worth it? It's Marissa, of course it is. Blazing Star! Rides her broom like a surfing board. It's so awesome. Honestly, I don't feel bad for not showing that up because these are very obtuse, as you probably see. I didn't even know how to activate it, and the game does not tell me. I'm sure the manual would, but like... So already, oh right, they have like song descriptions. I'll read those when we finally finish the game and unlock all the songs. So yeah, like, this game is, I knew I would probably have problems with it, but like, it's definitely experimental. I will say that this is definitely probably the worst fighting game that I played in the Touhou franchise. EAMP, at the very least, was interesting in some character stories, and I really liked playing as Yomu and Mei Ling. And it had, honestly, a more interesting story, because everybody was drunk in that game. But, I mean, the story isn't bad here. You know, this is technically the final game in the religious war arc. We've been building this up ever since Touhou 10 with like 5 different games. The religious groups are finally all together and warring with each other. And whatever happens at the end of this game, we're entering into a new arc afterwards, which will involve a lot of moon people and urban legends, so look forward to that. I'm honestly looking very much forward to that one, but we have to get through this game first. So thankfully there aren't that many characters, so I'm thinking there's like 3 or 4 more sessions after this. Other than that, I guess that's all for today, because I am tired, and yeah, we'll continue. We'll pick this game back up next week on Sunday. Sorry for like the really terrible play at the beginning, but if I knew controller wouldn't be good for this game, I wouldn't have used it with Reimu. For all intents and purposes, I may stick to normal mode, but I might just bump it down to easy if all the other characters are going to be super complicated. And we also did use continues with Marissa. Either way, in terms of the next live stream, we're going to be doing Final Fantasy XIV tomorrow in the morning. So, like, more than 12 hours from now. We're also going to be doing Silent Hill, the Silent Hill 1 marathon, starting on Tuesday, as well as Wednesday and I believe Thursday. That's right, I get to finally use your artwork, Tahashi, so I'm looking forward to that. And besides that, we're going to finish SMT Nocturne at some point this week, and look forward to some Digimon. I'm going to be playing the demo of Digimon Time Strangers, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with that game, and definitely will be naming most of the Digimon after friends, so if you're interested in that, check it out, because you may end up becoming a Digimon, and you'll be transferred to the final game, so with that said, let's end the stream now. I'd like to thank my patrons, Scar, the Firefox, and Gecko Moments. Thank you guys for supporting the channel, and if you want me to play a specific game on this channel, all you need to do is subscribe to the Patreon with the specific perks, and I'll be able to play that game. So with that said, I've been Spirit Rosewolf. That person has been Druid, that I'm going to murder after this.
Yes.
And Scar the Fox is Scar the Fox. Let's all give him a round of applause, everybody. Because I'm going to kill him after this. Good night, everybody. I'm going to bed.
Night.